Hi students, welcome in the lesson Nationalism in India. In this lesson, we are discussing about the last phase of Indian freedom struggle, that is the Gandhian phase, which phase begins in 1920. But let us know what is nationalism. Nationalism is the feeling of oneness or the patriotism about the nation. And in India also, the feelings started to create in the minds of Indian people after the revolt of 1857 onwards, and finally these feelings made the Indians liberate from the British rule in 1947, we know. But let us discuss in detail about the latest phase or the modern phase of Indian nationalism through this lesson. Let us discuss about India's role in the First World War. World War First had started in 1914 and ended in the year 1918. During this World War, many innocent Indians, or especially the soldiers who were working in the British Army, lost their lives, and we get nothing through the participation of the World War First, but being the being in the regime of the British rule. Forcibly, we entered into World War First. This World War First helped the Indians to create nationalism in the minds of the Indian people. How our participation in World War First helped us to create the feelings of nationalism. See here, the British imposed war expenditure on India, means the British started to impose additional taxation on the Indians because the British were participated in World War First, and all the war expenditure they wanted to gain by the Indians. In this period, the British introduced income tax, they increased the custom duties, and because of this reason, even the essential commodities or goods prices were also risen in India. On the other hand, the British recruited by force the Indian soldiers, and these soldiers lost their lives. Unfortunately, in this period, because of the price hike of essential commodities, the Indians experienced shortage of food material. A number of epidemics also spread in the various parts of our country, and millions of people suffered because of it. During this period, definitely no nation in the country benefited being the participant of World War First, and being innocent. India also got nothing or suffered a lot. As we have studied about Lokmanya Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandra Pal, they were tried to create the nationalist feelings among the Indians. Unfortunately, in the year 1920, Tilak passed away and the leadership of Indian National Congress came into the hands of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi had started Satyagraha movement in India when he returned from South Africa. He initiated or he started a number of movements in India, and slowly in this phase he became the main leader of the nationalist movements in India. Gandhian Satyagraha. Satyagraha was a very unique technique Gandhiji had used to oppose the British government and to liberate this nation. He returned in the year 1915 and he introduced Satyagraha. If we separated this word, Satya means the truth and Agraha means the insistence. If we continued to insist the truth, definitely the persecutor have to accept it. The same technique in this country was used by many people like Gautam Buddha, Vardhaman Mahavira, because these people also inspired the people to accept the truth. Let us discuss what is the idea of Satyagraha in detail. Satyagraha is literally meanings holding on truth or truth force. As we have discussed, insistence of truth. It was a non-violent struggle introduced by Gandhiji in the national movement. The Satyagraha technique can be used by any person of any age, from childhood to the old age people. They can accept the tool of Satyagraha to resist against the injustice, or even physically fit people can accept Satyagraha to fight against the injustice. Even the handicapped people also can accept this technique to fight against the injustice. And by these techniques, the mind of persecutor is persuaded, and the persecutor is made to understand the truth. If the cause was true and if the fight against injustice, then physical force was not necessary to fight with the oppressor. You may have studied about different countries in the Europe. The European countries could not liberate themselves, could not free themselves from such unjust rules without bloodshed. But India is the only country in the world which country adopted its independence by making use of the tool of Satyagraha. Hunger strikes, peaceful demonstrations, hartals, non cooperation with the government are some of the methods of satyagraha, and by using these methods there is no need of any kind of bloodshed. Let us discuss about the first three satyagraha movements which made Gandhiji popular leader in this country. Of course, these were the small incidents but taught many things to the Indians. Many Indians learned a lot from these incidents. The first incident was the Champaran movement. This movement Gandhiji had started in the district of Bihar in order to give the justification to the plantation holders in Bihar, and successfully he initiated the movement and given the justice by creating pressure on the British government. The another incident was of the Kheda movement in Gujarat. Gandhiji successfully headed this movement, had done the leadership, and uh, succeeded in reducing the land revenue of the farmers because of the famine. Then the third important movement Gandhiji had initiated, mill workers movement in Ahmedabad, once again in Gujarat in the year 1914, and he succeeded in giving the justice to the mill workers working in Gujarat. It was not a substantial success of Gandhiji that he succeeded in giving justice to the Indian people, or through his satyagraha movement he succeeded in giving the justice to the farmers, mill workers, as well as in the plantation workers of Bihar, Champaran. Now let us discuss about the Rowlatt Act, which was passed by the British government in the year 1919, as the British government had decided after every 10 years the British government was passing a Reform Act, and according to the Reform Act some reforms were given to the Indians. After the year 1909, after 10 years, once again the British introduced the Reform Act, but actually this act was not of any reform, but it was an act which is known in India as a Black Act. Why this act was called a Black Act? See here, according to this act, the British police or the British government has given the authority to the police to imprison any leader of India without any trial on the court. This act the British government had purposely passed to destroy all the movements or independence movements, to crush them out or to destroy the movements of the Indians It is known as Black Act because it was against the human right. If the police department of the country would get the permission to arrest any person on the road, to put the person into prison and to trial the person in the court, definitely it was a sign of injustice, tyranny of the British rule. Of course, the Indians started to oppose this act. Let us discuss one more important event which created a great discontent in the minds of the Indians, that was of the protest against the Black Act or Rowlatt Act. Of course, the people in Punjab gathered together at Jallianwala Bagh to protest against this act, and a very cruel massacre had taken place here. It was a very inhuman act done by the British government. Let us discuss about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. On the day 13th April 1919, the people in Punjab organized a general meeting of all the people. It was the day of Baisakhi. On this day, when General Dyer, who was the main police officer here, he issued the orders of not getting together, or instead of caring without the orders of the government, the people decided to get together in the Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar to protest against this act. Many villagers who came to attend the fair and present at the park, General Dyer reached the meeting place with the British troops. He ordered the troops to fire, and this firing lasted up to 10 minutes. More than 1,000 people were killed and many were injured in this incident. This incident is known as Jallianwala Bagh massacre. In this incident, many innocent people of Punjab lost their lives. Unfortunately, this place is located in the center of the city, and unfortunately there were no any other ways instead of a single gate. Of course, the military troop of General Dyer entered and stood in the entry of gate of the Jallianwala Bagh. It was a single way to come out. Maximum people became the target of the bullets hit by General Dyer and his army. Many people jumped into a well which is located in Jallianwala Bagh, and thus inhuman act infuriated all the Indians because all the people gathered on the Jallianwala Bagh were having no weapons. They were going to protest against the act by using the peaceful methods or satyagraha. Still, the British government was not ready to stop its injustices done on the Indians, as we know well. Even Rabindranath Tagore also rejected the title Sir is given to him just to protest for the people who had sacrificed their life in Jallianwala Bagh massacre. The next important event which created the part of national movement, that is the Khilafat movement. As we know, India was entered into World War I by the side of Allied powers, and being the head of Allied powers, England attacked on Portugal in Europe. The Khalifa of Portugal is considered as the religious heads of the Muslims of all over the world. The Indian Muslims also greatly discontented with British government, and the Indian Muslims were boycotting the act of British government that they had put many restrictions on Khalifa of Portugal. This movement is known as Khilafat movement in India. Even Gandhiji also initiated the Indians or decided to support this movement, because the aim of Gandhiji was to unite the Indians, though they are the Muslims or the Hindus. Let us discuss how Khilafat movement supported the Indians to create the nationalism among them. This movement was organized by Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali brothers. In India, their aim was to protest against the injustice done to the Turkey by Britain after the First World War. The Turkish Sultan had the title of Caliph. The Muslims considered him as the spiritual leader. Gandhiji saw this as an opportunity to bring the Muslims under the umbrella of unified national movement. In Kolkata, when the annual session of Indian National Congress was held in September 1920, he planned to initiate the non-cooperation movement in India, and he declared his support to the Khilafat movement. So many Muslims joined this movement. Already we have known that the British created the disunity among the Hindus and Muslims by supporting the Muslims to make their own organization in the year 1907, Muslim League, and the organization of Hindus was considered as the Indian National Congress. Then let us discuss about the mass movement Gandhiji tried to initiate or start in the country, that was the non-cooperation movement, and why he tried to launch this movement in India. Let us see every reason in detail. As we have discussed, World War first added the miseries of the Indian people, because during this period the British government imposed heavy taxation on all the essential commodities produced in India. Even the prices of important things were reached to a soar height. A great exploitation was being done by the Indians. The next thing we have discussed, responsible for the discontent of the Indians, that was the Rowlatt Act, which act invited many people to protest against the British policies. Then the next thing was Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Many Indians discontented about the British Act. Then nextly we have discussed about the Khilafat movement, which created a discontent or unhappiness among the Indian Muslims. All these acts of the British government made the Indian revolutionaries to unite under the leadership of Gandhiji, and of course this movement was going to start in the country on the basis of satyagraha, insistence of truth. So maximum people successfully could participate in this movement in India. This movement became very popular movement. Gandhiji had written his book, as we know, My Experiments with Truth, and in his book he had explained the importance of truth. In the year 1909, Gandhiji declared that the British rule was established in India with the cooperation of Indians and have survived only because of the cooperation. If Indians refused to cooperate, the British rule in India would collapse within a year and Swaraj would come. Therefore, he started the non-cooperation movement. Of course, the British entered in India, or the British ruling in India were very countable. But still, how the British could get a success in ruling over this country? By the support of the Indians only. In British administration, maximum officers, Indian officers were working, and the British government was getting the support of the Indians only to rule over the Indians. Now, which was a nationwide movement, non cooperation movement, it was widely spread through all the country. Maximum Indians participated in this movement. We shall discuss about the stages which were proposed for the spread of non-cooperation movement in India. That stages were renunciation of the titles, as we have discussed. Subramanya Iyer, Rabindranath Tagore renounced their honor, their title, Sir, to the British government in order to protest against or to boycott by the act of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Even Gandhiji returned his title Kaisar-e-Hind medal to the British government in order to protest against the injustice that the British government had done with the Indians. Many Indian leaders decided to resign from different jobs or posts of the British government and entered into the freedom struggle by participating in non-cooperation movement. Even the Indian leaders started to boycott in legislatures also. Many people refused to cast the vote when the elections to the legislature were held. Even the school going children, college children, or in the courts of law, the people started to boycott. Non payment of taxes, this was a powerful method of fighting an oppressive government. They were not to ready recognize the government legitimate. Non cooperation means purposely the people started to boycott the British government without giving any kind of cooperation, because Gandhiji already appealed the Indian people that the British government would no longer rule over India until the British government won't get the support of the Indians. How did the non-cooperation movement become a mass movement in India? Of course, this movement, which is the very popular movement in India, and how this movement became popular movement, see here. This movement was initiated by Gandhiji to protest against all the injustices done with the people living in Punjab or the people of Muslim religion who were supporting to the Turkish emperor, or This movement became very popular or mass movement because the educated middle class led these movements to every town and city in this country. Even the movement was spread in the educational institutions, courts, laws, in trade, as well as even on the abroad also this movement became popular. The council elections were boycotted in all provinces except in Madras. The Justice Party of non-Brahmins contested. Even the peasants were also participated in this movement because the peasants rejected to pay the taxation to the talukdars as well as the landlords. Even the tribal people also started an armed struggle in the Godem Hills, Andhra Pradesh, under the leadership of Alluri Sitaram Raju. Alluri Sitaram Raju called himself as the god of the Adivasi people, and he successfully led the movement against the British. Workers in the plantations in Assam started a struggle to get the right to the free movement. And one more incident which was held in Uttar Pradesh, that was of the event of Chori Chora, and of course this event created a very adverse effect on the freedom struggle of the Indians throughout all the countries. All the Indians were following the path of non-violence. Unfortunately, in Uttar Pradesh Chori Chora, when the people were engaged in a peaceful procession, the police officer in Chori Chora ordered to fire on the procession, and